what we do here is go back.
What's up, everyone? I just want to share a story about how I personally have encountered God all throughout my life. There's been moments where I've encountered God, and one in particular was at the first church I really became a part of as a teenager. It was a small inner city church right outside of downtown San Jose. It's called Pentecostal Deliverance Church. And my pastor at the time was like 80-something years old, and it was a Filipino church, founded as a Filipino church. So all the elders were just these really cool older Filipino folks that were just super loving and welcoming to me and my friends. I had multiple encounters with God there in that community. It was an amazing time in my walk with God and in my journey, and just the love that these people showed us. One time in particular, I was not walking with God too long. I was newly Christian, newly saved, and this guest preacher came, this Italian dude named Michael Frucci, and he came and he prophesied over a lot of people in there. I remember that day. And over me, he called me out. He did not know me from anybody. But this was just a powerful encounter that really changed a lot for me and really built my faith. He came and he called me out. I think he told me to stand up or something. And he said this by the Spirit of God. He said, "You're involved in some sort of sport." And at the time, I was actually sponsored. I wasn't a professional skateboarder, but I was super involved. He didn't know me, didn't know this. He said, "You're involved in some kind of sport, and God's gonna use your lifestyle in that sport. He's gonna bring you to a place of influence, and it's gonna be about your lifestyle." And he said, "You're even gonna be on the cover of a major magazine in that sport world, but it's not gonna be because of the talent of the sport. It's going to be because of your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to put you on the cover." And so I was like, whoa, man, I was really blown away. God was just touching me. I was like, when somebody speaks something like that over you and prophesies over you, it's amazing what that does to your soul and your spirit. A year later, I ended up getting an interview in Thrasher magazine. And on the cover of that magazine was actually Andy Roy skating, and it's a rad photo. But on the cover, it says "War with Satan." I think it says something like "Interview with Mandoli and Barbie." So it was such an honor. And the actual moment of the encounter in the prophetic word was powerful. That God would know something that intimately about my life in that moment, and create a trajectory of what I felt in my heart I wanted to do, and how God placed that in my future by way of a prophetic word. It was life-changing. And then also through the word, and how in the prophetic word he also said, God's not calling you to a bunch, his exact words were, God's not calling you to a bunch of fluffy church people. God's calling you to people that will potentially attack the word that's inside you. So even after that prophetic word, I began to travel the world with a bunch of skateboarders all over the world. And many times I was the only one in that environment that was walking with God, that was a Jesus follower. Not that I was better than them or anything, but that word really encouraged me that this is where I was called to be. And so I just want to encourage you to be open to God speaking to you, and God using others to speak to you. God using others to speak through them to you. So, let's believe God for encounters.